Hey everyone, welcome back to Hot Movies channel. Today we are counting down the top 10 older women younger man romance movies. If you are a fan of older women younger man relationship movies, romantic movies and heartfelt cinema, make sure to stick around and hit that subscribe button. Let's start. Number 10, The Idea of You 2024. Solene, a 40-year-old single mom who begins an unexpected romance with 24-year-old Hayes Campbell, the lead singer of August Moon, the hottest boy band on the planet. When Solene must step in to chaperone her teenage daughter's trip to the Coachella Music Festival after her ex bails at the last minute, she has a chance encounter with Hayes, and there is an instant, undeniable spark as they begin a whirlwind romance. It isn't long before Hayes' superstar status poses unavoidable challenges to their relationship, and Solene soon discovers that life in the glare of his spotlight might be more than she bargained for.
Can you dress?
No.
Number 9, Victoria 2016. Victoria is a 30-something divorced lawyer who's struggling to raise her two daughters. She is canny and cynical, but on the verge of an emotional breakdown. At a friend's wedding, she reconnects with Vincent, an old friend, and Sam, an old client. Her life is about to take a new turn. Number 8, King of Ravens 2020. Middle of the urban jungle, Darko, a young and handsome undocumented immigrant, meets Elena, a mysterious woman who leads a steady life in Germany. Despite social and cultural differences, they share an immediate erotic connection. They start a passionate affair, and very soon Darko finds himself absorbed in magnetic attraction. Number 7, And While We Were Here 2012. This movie is about Jane and Leonard, who are and decide to embark on a journey to Naples. There on the beach, Jane encounter a 19-year-old boy, whom she instantly started to like. Soon after, they become romantically involved, which Leonard learns about eventually. He then decides to forgive Jane, and now she has to choose between her husband and her lover. Number 6, The Door in the Floor 2004. The lives of Ted and Marion Cole are thrown into disarray when their two adolescent sons die in a car wreck. Marion withdraws from Ted and Ruth. The couple's daughter, Ted, a well-known writer, hires as his assistant a student named Eddie, who looks oddly similar to one of the Coles' dead sons. The couple separate, and Marion begins an affair with Eddie, while Ted has a dalliance with his neighbor Evelyn. Number 5, The Boy Next Door 2015. A handsome, charming teenager named Noah Ryan Guzman moves in next door. Newly separated high school teacher Claire Peterson, Jennifer Lopez, encourages his friendship and engages in a little bit of harmless, or so she thinks, flirtation. Although Noah spends much of the time hanging out with Claire's son, the teen's attraction to her is palpable. One night, Claire gives in to temptation and lets Noah seduce her, but when she tries to end the relationship, he turns violent. Number 5, Amend Dea Warite 2024. Martina is a successful neurosurgeon, happily married and mother of a pubescent daughter. She has everything under control until she is raped by Miss Char, the son of her best friend Jutta and her husband Torsten, while on a joint family vacation. When Martina's husband Andy tells her friends about it, Martina has to face not only her trauma, but also the reactions and opinions of others. Number 4, 42 Plus 2007. When the beautiful, efficient, and successful Christine, 42, arrives at their summer beach home with her husband and teenage daughter, a young hitchhiker catches her eye. What follows is the story of a woman who frees herself, tears her life into pieces, and puts it back together in a different order. The allure of youthful freedom, and the courage to break free from societal expectations. Number 3, Boy 2011. 18-year-old Christian has just graduated from high school. At his summer job, he is seduced by the 36-year-old single mother San. Soon he is drawn into a world of sensuality, and his acquaintance with San turns into an intense love affair which forces Christian to deal with his newly discovered sides. Number 2. What the Day Woes the Night 2012. Algeria, the 1930s. Younes is 9 years old when he is put in his uncle's care in Oran. Rebaptized Jonas, he grows up among the Rio Salado youths, with whom he becomes friends. Emily is one of the gang, everyone is in love with her. A great love story develops between Jonas and Emily, which is soon unsettled by the conflicts troubling the country. Number 1. Careful What You Wish for 2015. Doug Martin, Nick Jonas, is a young 17-year-old teenager spending the summer with his parents at their lake house, when rich investment banker Elliot Harper, Dermot Mulroney, moves in next door. Doug finds himself immediately drawn to Elliot's young wife, Lena Harper Isabel Lucas. Elliot hires Doug to work on his sailboat, and this gives Doug an excuse to interact with Lena, who is often alone due to Elliot traveling for business. Eventually, Lena and Doug begin an affair, starting with Doug losing his virginity to Lena. Lena gets them prepaid cell phones to communicate on, and constantly warns Doug about Elliot's possessive and jealous nature.